Yo, 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 it's your boy, Jack, JRC. We're back. Scott?
We're back. Hey.
Yeah, we're back, said Scott. A lovely job today in the rain. We've got a outdoor office that's been built. I'll show you, don't worry. Hope you're all well anyway. So we've got, that'll be the front. And then there's a big window in there. And then a roof lantern on there, which is nice and open in the rain for us. Going soaking. We've moved all this out. There was a couple of scaffold towers, but they're just in our way, so we can work off the ladders. And we will be putting a fuse board. I don't know where he's dug the trench to, but basically that's an old armoured, which used to feed like a shed that was here. So we're going to run a 10mm up into the garage there, and then there's a fuse board just to the back of the garage, which will come off with a 10mm, join it onto the armoured, bury it down, and then somewhere here or here, I don't know where the trench is, but we'll put a garage unit, little 6-way fuse board, something like that, and then come off with lights and sockets. I've got the plan on my phone. Hold on, I'm getting soaked. So here on this wall, there's going to be a TV on the wall, desk underneath with some decks, by the looks of it, DJ decks. Another desk this side, which is going to have the computer and everything on, and then we've got chairs and a sofa over there. So I think what we're going to do is socket in each corner, couple of doubles behind the telly there, couple of doubles underneath, probably with an HD lead buried in the wall, couple of doubles in the middle there, which will do the computer and that. Light switch as you walk in, which is going to do spotlights, downlights, whatever you want to call them, round the lantern. So yeah, that's it. We're getting soaked. I thought it was all watertight, to be fair, but Scott likes getting wet anyway, don't you, Scott? So Scott's going to do this bit here. Jack's going to probably stand there.
Jack's got to keep
and shield myself.
Look at that.
So what we'll do is we'll get the laser up. We'll laser a run down here, and we'll laser a run down there. Drill all the joists out, ready for our cables, and then we've got some oval conduit which is going to come down. We'll mount the boxes, get a line set up all the way around, mount all them, get the conduit down, get the cables in. Yeah? So it's not the most, it's wet, man. Not the most exciting, I look like a scruff. I do. I'm sorry. Not the most exciting video, but it's another job. Another nice job you can watch us on. Get up. So yeah, we'll get Scotty set up, get the laser set up, get the joist drilled. We'll then set the laser up for all the sockets, get them mounted, and then start pulling the cables in ready. Scott's come up with a fantastic idea. Again, big up Scott. We're going to chuck a Celotex board over this. So it's going to be dark, but it's going to save us getting soaked all day. Ain't the best, is it? 10. Look at him wrestling that. Oh, you're such a strong lad. Go on, Scott.
We need the ladders.
Just chuck it.
No.
Chuck it and I'll climb up and grab it. This ain't going to end well, is it? Look at the water. Oh, Scott's a hero. Look at that. I ain't getting wet today, boy. We've also got a Cat 6 to run here. The customer said he wanted Cat 7, but never heard of Cat 7. Apparently it's new, but the internet we get around here, it's not. Probably a telephone cable would keep up with the broadband speeds we get. But he's put that tube in. So what we'll probably do is pull it in or leave the box under there, and they'll have to get some ducting round to pull it in, and we'll get it into the garage and then go from there again. I don't really want to just lay it in that tube or in the floor. I know it's duct grade, but it needs to be in a duct really. He's worth his weight in gold, I tell you. Just for that idea, Scott, yeah?
Oh.
You can come back to work tomorrow. Yeah?
Oh, it's not watertight.
You sucked. Where is he? He's here, look. Here he is, in the rain. There is it. Eee, don't get the tools, Scott. Yeah? Go on, go on. Go and get the tools, mate, in the rain. I'm not getting wet. today. No, not yet. Anyway, string the laser up. String the laser. String the laser. I've set the laser up. Scott's got to go and get the drills and that out the back. We've got the hand tools in. Got the roller, got the cable set up on the roller. He's just got to go and get the drill bag. And then we'll get them drilled out. We'll do the same this side. And then we can start mounting the boxes. That's what she said. So yeah. When it rains, it's just depressing, ain't it? It is. And every time of year it rains, everybody wants outside work done. All the time. Oh, I've got an outside light which needs changing. Can you come? In the rain? Don't want it in the summer, just in the rain. Yeah, sound. Scott, what don't we talk about? Scott?
Aye.
What don't we talk about?
That I'd accept you or something.
Well, that each you've got. We don't talk about Bruno. Yeah? We do talk about Bruno Lage though, because he's a hero. Hero. I don't know where I got to, but basically, drilled that side. You can see that. Drilled two, one for lighting, one for power. Not that that makes a difference, but I had a 20mm man, so I drilled two. Same this side. Drilled them out. Scott's mounted. We're going to have double socket, which is going to be beyond the telly. We're going to have the sound down there, and then a single box, which will have an HD lead passing through to an HD lead there with two brush plates, which is what we normally do behind tellies, just so that the HD leads and all that's hidden. Looks nice. Looks nice. We're having then 3 doubles down there, which is going to be like his office bit with the desk and that. 3 doubles down there, which is going to be for his DJ decks. That was quite good, wasn't it? Was that good, Scott, or?
Right, mate, yeah.
Sound. Look at this with adapt. What is it? Adapt, improvise and overcome. That sounds right. So that's what we'll do. Scott's a fantastic idea again. Put them up, magnet it on. Nice. Gets us the height. 450 all the way around. Floor levels coming up to there. They're screeding all the floor to bring it up level with the door frame. Then we're going to have 8 spots. So 2 in there. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 2 at the end. And they will be switched from here. Drilled that out, ready for the drop. Get a box on there at 1100. We do switches. That's because of the 450 1100 reg for disability, I think. Not that anyone's going to get their chair down there, but we like to stick to them, yeah? That's it. And then we'll start wrestling the armoured and getting the cables through. So, yeah. 3 doubles there, Scott. I'm so cold. Scotty's mounted some boxes. So these are our 3 doubles. He's put a single box gap in between, and then that one's going to be for the internet. So we'll have Cat 5 running across there, out, down, up the garden. I keep saying Cat 5, but I mean Cat 6, not Cat 7, or 8, or 9, or 10, or anything. So with the ring, to keep it in the zones, we're going to go straight across there, because there's going to be a socket there, and then that'll be our drop. So straight down to the socket, straight across, through, and then back through the conduit, straight back up. I've started wiring this side, so our first leg, the board's going down there. We've come up, across, through the joist, down to there. Then there'll be a link from there to 3 doubles there. And then this leg goes back up, through the joist, back down. That'll be our second drop there. Back up again, straight over. That'll be the drop, obviously, for all that. And then back up there, through all these joists, back down to the board. And that's what will make our ring up. And then we need a lighting feed. So our lighting feed's going to come up out the board, straight through, down to the switch there. And then we always feed the switches, like I've said before. That way you've got a neutral and everything at the switch, but you haven't got a permanent live in the ceiling. But in here, it's not going to matter because it's all being Celotext anyway. So then we'll come back out and feed our spots around here. Then we've got the armour to pull in. So we'll get these. I know you don't need to use the conduit if it's being overboarded, but now we've started using it, it is a lot faster for us. I did always think that clipping would be faster, but it's not, is it, Scott? It's not, mate. Yeah, it's nice. It's coming on. We're getting there. It's freezing. Cold, miserable day. Cold and miserable. So I'll show you this ducting actually. Well, we're not putting it in the ducting. We're putting it in the ting, just in the ground, the armoured. So it comes round here. That bit's being slabbed, so he's put that pipe there for us to use, so we can draw up and down if it ever needs anything adding. Slabs are finished there, so obviously we can dig up the garden and things like that. That's going to carry on right the way through. That armoured's being disconnected, but we're leaving this one in to feed the shed power. So that'll come through, and then again, there's a duct in here. We'll fish straight through, and then this takes us into the garage. And then we'll put an adaptable box or something in there, drill up round the garage all the way through. That'll take us under the floorboards in the hall. I think we've got to do under the plinth in the utility, to be fair, because that's the only route back to the board. And then obviously back to the board to feed this on a 40 amp, which is nice. Weather's horrendous, man. Horrendous, isn't it, Scott? I'm just saying about the weather, mate.
You're gonna get wet out there, aren't you?
Constantly. You are.
You are.
I ain't doing that, mate. You're doing that.
Yeah, you've got
I'll sit in that van with crisps.
Yeah, I've got a coot.
A coot? Yeah, I've got a coot, he says. Yeah. What are you thinking, Scotty? Nice. We'll drill across here now, get our oil band on ready, Scott will drill, and then we'll laser up there, drill a couple of holes in there to get the oil band in. That's our main drop's done then, apart from that one. Obviously once this side, now that this side's done, we can move them over to there and we can get these mounted ready, because if we spin it, what we want is a line that comes down off here, so we can match up that middle socket, then we can put the socket to either side. But if you do it from here, it doesn't work, basically. It just goes like that up the brick for some reason, because it's on a funny angle. So really we need it there, and that'll then laser the whole lot, and the drop for us there, and the drops for the conduit. Scott, stop vaping in the house. He's bad. He's a bad guy.
You thinking, mate? Come on.
I don't know. I was going to say something funny, but can't think of it. BRB. Right, kids, sockets are done. Socket, 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 socket. On it again, ain't I? Switches in to the first spot, second, third, fourth. It's gone across to there, which will be the fifth. There's going to be one in that bay, one in that bay, and then one there. Scott's just finishing the wiring off there, so he's pulling straight through, and then we'll pull loops like this for where the lighting is. Pull the loops, make it easier. So cutting them all. Well, I suppose it doesn't make it easy, it's exactly the same, but sounded really good in my head when I thought it makes it easier. I'll let you get at. The customer's just come up with a plan. He wants some outside lights, and he wants them off a smart plug. So what we're going to do is, where the board's there, we're going to wire a twin now. I'll show you in a sec. And it'll just plug into a smart plug above the board, and then he can turn them off from in his house with Alexa or Google or anything like that. So he's going to have spots out here in the fascia. One there, one centre, one there, and then round the side, if I can get there, one centre of the door, one over there, and one over there. So 6 spots. They'll plug straight into a smart plug, like I say, so they can turn it on their phone, and that save them coming down at night. They won't have to come down here. They can just flick it on and just light it up nice. Light it up nice. He's got to go and find an HD lead for there ready, and then once that's in and these spots around, we'll get our armoured in, bring it in wherever it comes. I'll show you in a bit. Get them capped down, ready for the second fix, and then it's ready to plaster. So yeah, and nice, very nice. Scott, there going centre.
Either.
Yeah, so like where your right thumb is, where your left thumb is. About there, yeah. And that's the last one. So then bounce round, clip them up the same as we have here. And then what we're going to have to do is take the measurements of the spots. We're going to write them down on the plan, take a picture so we've got it, because all this roof is being filled with Celotex. hate Celotex, man. So what they'll have to do is where our spot measurement is, where the spots are going, they're going to have to either leave a gap or cut an hole in the Celotex to get us in, because it'll have to have the grip breathing gap above, and then obviously the Celotex, and I think they're using 100mm by the looks of it. Yeah, so they'll have to just notch it out, or I don't know, leave a gap. But basically we'll leave the measurements. They did it in the house, but they did it in the wrong place. We had an absolute nightmare doing it. But when we get the laser up, when we're taking our measurements, what we'll do is mark all the joists, so they'll know the bay that the cable's in, that mark's going to be the centre of the spot. Then they'll just have to cut it out or not try and leak. This is the route our armour's going to take. We're going to get from the board over there. We're going to come round, down here, come out there, which takes us to there, through that pipe, to there, and then all the way down, round, round, round. I nearly swore then, so I nearly tripped over because it's wet. I nearly went flying then, Scotty lad. Round here, round there, through that pipe, and then through that back wall about there somewhere, which will then take us into here. Scott's just drilling the top out to take our cables down that wall, and that's where the board's going to be mounted, and we'll put that little socket above. So we're going to take a 1.5 up now, through, we'll drill these out ready, get them fed through, ready for the spots. That looks like there's a joist in the middle. Nice. So yeah, get them through, that's ready to just plug in when it's all finished and on, and then plug straight into the Alexa plug. And then yeah, to switch the things on, we're going to get the armoured out the van and start rolling it out, and then me and Scotty will drop it in the hole. Just drilled through there. Oh, hello. On an angle, straight down to Scotty. Scott's just filling that last bit in, pushing it through the pipe, pushing it through that pipe, yeah. Down there, in the, that's a big kink, ain't it?
You kinked it, ain't you, mate?
Kinked her, ain't I? Kinked her, mate. Straight through that tube, anyway, and then that'll come down, and it's coming out there. It's cracked the block. Whoops. Hopefully that's being covered. So yeah, we'll push that into me, and that's ready to gland this side off then. We've pulled it, just dropped it in for now, and it's coiled. It's not coiled at all, Scott. So dropped it in there. We'll get rid of that down pipe in a sec because it's not needed. Goes up there, and then heat pump, shout out to you, goes off, and it's just up there. So that's enough to get into there, through this tube, drill through on an angle again from in there, straight up, and then that gets us into there. Nice. So the armoured's in nearly, and then we'll work out where we're going to put these outside lights, and then we are out of here, aren't we, Scott? Yeah, out of here, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do first.
Hold on. Armoured's in now. Scott's just cleating a couple of cleats out there, dropping into the ground, and that's us in, up to there, get that drilled, look at my hand, get that drilled, up there, down, round, round, into the board, down. Then we've got 2 drops to do there, one for the ring, one for the 2 lighting circuits I was on about, and we'll just put a socket under the board, because that's quite high where it is really. Then we'll move up into the garage, get that through, get the tings drilled, get the holes drilled, get the spots drilled, get the cables in ready, then we are gone. We're just finishing off now, trying to get some measurements of these spots. There's a lot of hers again, isn't there? We've gone 450 off there, 450 off there, 32 inches, which will take us to our first spot. Same here, same at the back, same there. But here, that gap there and that one there is different. So what we've had to do is measure off this and make a measurement of 19 inches, which is about there, and then 19 inches again, which is about there. And it'll be the same this side. The gaps are going to be a bit different, but these will be all the same. So if that makes any sense at all, yeah, them 2 will be the same as them 2. These 2 will be the same, and them 2 will be the same. But it will look sound, it'll look mint when it's done. We're nearly there. We've put these outside lights We've managed to get one. If you can see that black line there, black line there. We've put the fisher cables through and left them inside the bay, just because the outside wall's being cladded off. So we don't know how far it's going to be yet, so we can't really drill them out. And then in the window wall, we couldn't get the centre. So the customers just said put one either side of the window. So that's up there as well, ready to go. We've just got to mark the soffits. And then when we come back, the black marks will still be there, fingers crossed. And then we've just got to drill them out and fit them. Armoured's in. Cat 6 is left in there for the customer. He'll pull it through the ducting when he gets some ducting. Everything else is done. Board's in. We've got the cables down to the board. How about that? We've got the cables down to the board. We've just got to cut them to length, tape them all together, ready for the board to go on. Coil these up, push them up, adjust where these are clipped over to there, them into this bay. Same this side, them over to there, these over to there. Everything else is done. Armoured's in. Everything's ready to go. And we're done. Took a picture of the plan. Ready for the second fix. We're done, ain't we, Scott? Why are you doing that instead of the things?
Carried away, didn't I? Called all over.
Carried away again, didn't it?
Do 2 jobs again, and
The dog.
Talk to your TikTokers.
Talk to me fans, my only fans. Hee dirty boy. Right, that's it then. I'll get these measured up and then we're done. We're out of here, so thanks for watching again. If you've got this far. If not, don't bother, don't come again. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, press subscribe if you haven't done it. Yeah, see you later. What'd you say, Scott? Ta-ra. Ta-ra, everybody, ta-ra.